Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Denise and I am the owner of the Untamed Thread, which is an online resale business. I sell clothing, shoes, and handbags for women and men. I sell on platforms like Shopify, eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, Whatnot, and Depop. If you are interested in seeing anything that I have in my stores, I will leave all the links below. If you shop in my Shopify store, I offer 30% off with code YouTube30. And right now I have a sale going on through the end of November. And if you use holiday 35 as the code, you get 35% off. I think someone used it the other day or yesterday, and one of the items didn't get discounted. I'm not sure why. It's supposed to apply to all items. So if you do that, please just check the receipt that's sent to you. And if something didn't get subtracted appropriately, I will make it right. If you are new to my channel, thank you so much for joining me. And if you are returning, thank you so much for coming back and supporting my channel. I greatly appreciate it. Today we have an old-fashioned bins haul, and I'm really excited because I got over 50 pounds this time, which is crazy. So if you'd like to see what I found in what I found at the bins to sell in my stores, stay tuned. So for whatever reason, this is quite the exciting day at the bins. I actually went yesterday, so everything I'm going to show you today has not been processed. I haven't steamed it. I haven't lint rolled it. I haven't sweater shaved it. I haven't done anything to it yet. So you might see some wrinkles and all kinds of other things. So, but I went to the bins, and if you saw my last bins video, I was so disappointed because I just didn't, well, the last, I don't know, probably a couple of months just have not been that great. And for some reason today just kind of popped off. And I got to the bins and I went to, I don't know, I just pick a row, and I got the feeling as I was going through, because I kept picking things out and picking things out, that probably was the last rotation of the night before. And maybe not a lot of people were there shopping, and there was still a lot of good things left. So all the kind of Depop boys were in a whole nother section waiting for the new bins to be rotated, and I just kept grabbing stuff out of these other bins. And then I got partway through the store. I was going to leave, and I'm kind of like trying to feel how heavy I think it is. So at the end, I kind of just tried grabbing a few other things that I thought would work just to make sure that I got that 50 pounds, because I knew I was probably close. And I ended up putting a lot of things back. Things I probably would have purchased maybe last time I went, because I was really struggling to find things. So it was quite the interesting day. I really enjoyed it. I love those kinds of days at the bins. So if you shop at the bins, let me know. I'm always curious to hear about people's experiences. So the 50 pounds is significant if you know and you've seen my videos before. Typically my bins charges $1.99 per pound. If you get 50 pounds or more, then you get a discounted, it goes down to $1.59 a pound. So I did get some heavier things, some coats and sweaters. So my cost of goods was still $1.71. I ended up getting 55 pieces, which is my biggest bins haul in a while now. But I think it's because of those heavier pieces. And probably after this trip, unless I find some amazing coat or brand or something like that, I'm probably going to stop picking up coats and even some sweaters, because now I'm going to start thinking about the spring. Although I pick up things all season if it's worth it. If I find wool or cashmere or something like that, I'll pick it up in the summer. But I'm going to try to stay more focused on spring and summer items from now on out. All right, this will be a little bit of a long one. So grab your death pile list, grab a beverage, a snack, whatever you need, and let's just dive right in. All right, I already gave you the numbers. So I got 55 pieces. My cost of goods was $1.71. And I'm going to start with everything I have on my table first. I think I got a couple of kids' pieces. This first one is a Hannah Anderson. This is a size 2T, and it's just a cute little kind of pink dress. It's got kind of that faux wrap on the front with a little bow. And this is in really good condition. So I thought I would pick it up. Hannah Anderson usually sells pretty well for me and pretty quickly. So being this was in great condition, I picked it up. There was another Hannah Anderson piece there. It wasn't in great condition, so I just left it. All right, next we have these Lands' End. These are the mid-rise straight jean in a size 14. So I know the color is out of season, but still with the size and the fact that they're straight leg. And Lands' End usually sells pretty well for me. I ended up picking these up. Some of these still have the Goodwill tags on, so I'll let you know Goodwill wanted $6.99 for these. So these might sit for a minute, but I didn't want to pass them up. And with the color, I looked them over again as much as I could, and I don't see any other stains or flaws coming into my light. But all right, so these are a pair of Mott and Bow jeans. These are actually men's. These are size 36, 32 straight leg. And oops, dropped it. And I don't know if you've seen Mott and Bow before, but that is the tag. These are a pretty good brand for men. And these are kind of a medium to dark wash. They are actually in excellent condition. And so I definitely picked these up because these could probably sell for, I would say, $35 to $45. Goodwill wanted $6.99 for these. Next, we have a pair of Torrid, excuse me, Luxe Slim Boot jeans in a size 24. So I've shied away from picking up Torrid jeans, but these are a current style, being their boot cut. So I picked these up. They're actually in really good condition. So you can see it's got kind of that boot cut style. Goodwill wanted $9.99 for these, probably because they're Torrid, but these still being in good condition and the size and the style, I picked these up. And then next two pair are Universal Standard, and let me show you these first. Initially, I found these in kind of this berry color or wine color. These are a size 22, which Universal Standard used to have kind of vanity sizing, but I think 22 sounds like an actual size for these, so it's like a plus size. And they're in really good condition. They're kind of more like a skinny leg, so that's why I passed these up in the first place. Goodwill wanted $9.99 for these, but I picked them up because I found another pair that are actually blue jeans in the same size and the same style. So I thought maybe I would just bundle these together. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Do you think I should bundle them? Should I list them separately and then just have, if someone's looking for a particular size, that they can just find the other one in my closet? Goodwill also wanted $9.99 for these, but they're in great condition. They might be not quite a current style, but I'm thinking with the season, especially those wine color ones, you can wear with knee-high boots. So I picked those up. Universal Standard is not necessarily a cheap brand, so to speak, but all right, so that is everything on my table. And now I will move to the rack. All right, so to start off with, I did find another couple of bins that had a ton of pants in them. So I have kind of pant heavy this haul too. All right, these are soft surroundings. These are a size small, and they're kind of a jegging. So again, a skinny pant, but it looks like, you know, jeans. It's got the pockets in the back, the faux pockets in the front. I picked these up. I have been selling some soft surroundings, mostly in the sweaters, although I sold, I think, a pair of shorts lately. But these are in excellent condition. So even if these were a different brand, I may have picked them up. But Goodwill wanted $4.99 for these. So we'll see how those do. Next, we have a Polo Ralph Lauren classic fit cotton button-down shirt, size small. And this is a men's shirt. And it's in excellent condition. If I can find this brand in really good condition, meaning it doesn't have all the yellowing around the collar, then I will typically pick it up. Goodwill actually wanted $9.99 for this. I'm guessing because of the brand. And then next I found this Banana Republic. Now this needs some sweater shaving and probably some lint rolling as well. But this is a men's full zip jacket. And I could tell that it was wool, but I also believe there's some cashmere in here. Yes, it's wool, nylon, and cashmere blend. So I definitely picked this up mainly for the fabric content. Also, Banana Republic still sells pretty well for me in men. So I just need to do a little work on this and we'll get this listed. All right, next I found this. I've never found this brand before, but I heard another reseller that sells kids clothing more than I do talk about pink chicken. And so I found this pink chicken skirt in a size 10. And it's like a tiered little skirt here that has the elephant print on top and then polka dot here. And it's got sequins around both hemlines. This has a little bit of wash wear, but I did end up looking this up. And this is still selling for around $20 to $30, I think, depending on condition. Goodwill wanted $3.99 for this, but I went ahead and picked it up, thought I would try it. Let me know if you've ever sold pink chicken before and how it's done for you. I'm taking a little bit of a chance. All right, these are White House Black Market. These are called the Runway Leggings. And these are a size 6 long. And I debated on these. I had these in my maybe pile for a while, but they're like a faux suede. And then they have a chain link and leather strip down the side. Now my guess is it's probably faux leather. Let me see if it says. Yeah, it says imitation leather. And I just didn't know about these. I thought probably outdated, maybe a little bit of an older style. But then I thought someone might need these. If I was a little younger, I'd probably still rock these. Maybe with some boots, you can get a really nice kind of rock and roll or moto vibe from these. So I picked them up. We'll see how they do. Goodwill wanted $7.99 for these. All right, next we have Bar 3, which is not a great brand to resale. I think I want to say it's a Macy's or Nordstrom House brand. I don't remember. But these are 100% linen. They're a size 12. They're a wide leg crop. So more of a style pickup than a brand pickup. Has some front pockets here and then pockets in the back and the elastic waist in the back. So again, these might sit for a minute now that we're hitting into winter, but it's hard for me to pass up 100% linen. All right, next we have, oh gosh, I think this is Jacqueline Farrar is the name, and I've heard of that brand before. This is 100% genuine leather skirt in a size 8. This may be vintage, so it doesn't seem like a size 8 to me with the waistline the way it is. There is some stretch to it, but my guess is this might run a little bit small, so I'll just have to put some measurements in there. But again, this is like a pencil skirt. Hits just around the knee or just below the knee, but I have a hard time passing up 100% leather, so thinking someone would appreciate this. Goodwill wanted $6.99 for this. All right, next we have Loft. This is a size 14. This is kind of like a military style blazer. I thought it was adorable. If it was my size, I might keep it, although I probably wouldn't wear it that often. But it has the fabric buttons down the front, and then it has this really cute, let me show you this, has these buttons on the sleeve, so making it look, again, still kind of military. And it's a heavier weight. It's fully lined. It's a really nice, pretty navy blue. And Goodwill wanted $9.99 for this. Next, I have this LL Bean slightly fitted men's button-down short sleeve shirt. This is an extra large. And so anytime I can find these LL Bean shirts in really great condition, I will pick them up because LL Bean sells pretty well for me. So Goodwill wanted $9.99 for this, which I'm guessing because it's LL Bean, but it's not anything that special. All right, another pair of pants. I found these Babaton wide leg, kind of high-waisted trousers, not quite a paper bag style, but you can see it's got the high kind of waistline here. It has notching up here, and then the belt loops are a little bit lower. Did I say these are a size 10? So again, these were in those bins where I think someone just hadn't been through them yet, but these are a great brand and a great style, so I definitely picked these up. All right, next we have Halara. This is a size extra small petite, so a really small size, but I know that Halara sells, and not for a ton, but I thought these were a really cute style. It has, these are faux buttons, so these are just like a pull-on Ponte pant again, kind of a straight leg. I don't think these are like a flare. No, these are not a flare. So kind of a straight leg pant. Hold on a minute. Actually, I am wrong. I think these might be a flare, but somebody sewed them to make them more of a straight leg. Huh. All right, so I'm either going to have to donate these or I am going to take out the stitching and just see how, because it's not sewn very well. It's kind of loose. I don't know. I guess somebody didn't want them flared, but they sell better flared. So I'm going to have to take out that stitching and we'll see what happens. But Goodwill wanted $4.99 for these. All right, next we have this Carhartt half zip hooded kangaroo pocket sweatshirt. This needs some sweater shaving for sure. It has a little bit of pilling on here. And this is a size medium. So I just thought this, I mean, Carhartt, the jackets obviously sell the best or the bibs sell the best, but I think this will still sell for a good amount. So I'll just give a little TLC on this and see how we do. There wasn't a tag on that, a price tag. All right, next we have Philosophy. These are a size medium and they're a tropical print wide leg pant. And typically I wouldn't pick up this brand, but this is more of a style pickup. Anytime I pick up Philosophy, it's a style pickup. But the last couple of Philosophy pieces that I picked up, I did sell. I mean, not for a ton, but I thought definitely someone may want these if they're going on a vacation in the winter time, maybe February, March, if they're going to somewhere tropical. So I thought these were really adorable. And Goodwill wanted $6.99 for these. All right, next is the brand called the Territory Ahead, which is a really nice brand to pick up. This is a men's size extra large, and it's kind of that burnout style cable knit sweater. It's actually pretty heavy. I didn't check the content on this. This is actually the first thing I found. It's 100% cotton. So this is the first thing I found in the bins. I don't know why I always remember the first thing that I pick up, but I think it's kind of like, you know, you start digging and digging, and you're not finding anything, and you're like, oh, finally. And so it just kind of registers in my brain that this is the first thing that I picked up. But this is a really nice brand to sell. If you ever find it, I would consider picking it up or at least looking at the comps for this. This is definitely heavier weight, but these are really nice, good quality pieces. And I don't find them very often. All right, next we have a Ralph Lauren. This is a size small. This is 100% cotton, and it's like a lightweight flannel button-down shirt. So again, this is a men's. And I debated on this too because I couldn't tell if it was kind of, it's like a cream color, and then it has just like a really faint red stripe in there. And I couldn't tell if it was dingy or it was supposed to be cream color, but I don't see any change in the color of the shirt anywhere, so it's not faded anywhere or stained or yellowed in any places. So I believe this is supposed to be the color. So I took a chance on this. There wasn't a Goodwill tag, but my guess is they probably wanted $9.99 for this because it's Ralph Lauren. All right, next we have, this is new with tags, and this isn't anything, you know, fancy. It's just Old Navy, but it's Old Navy Active. And this is their, is this Old Navy? Hold on. I thought this was Old Navy, but now I think it might be that Kyoden. I don't know. Do you notice that tag or that brand? Shoot, I don't know why I thought it was Old Navy Active. It just doesn't say Old Navy on the tag, so I'll have to look this up. But it's called the Power Soft Go Dry. It's wide leg, and the size is extra, extra large. So I thought with the size and the style, these would be a nice pickup. Probably won't sell for a whole lot. Gosh, I'm going to have to do some research. Anyway, let me know if you know this brand just by looking at the logo tag there. But anyway, again, I didn't expect to get a ton for these. I hate passing up things that still have the tag on them. And again, with the style and the size, I thought these would do fine. All right, next we have Lord & Taylor Metropolitan. So this might actually be vintage. This is acrylic and wool blend button-down vest. My guess is it's probably a men's. It's a size medium, and it's got the multicolor kind of in there. This is in excellent condition. I looked it over. There's no holes, no flaws, anything like that. So pick that up. All right, next we have a new with tags. This is Harry Hall, and these are equestrian pants, and they're kids. Trying to see if I can find the size on these. These are called the Atlanta. They are 24 long. And once again, I know there's some equestrian pants that sell for pretty good price and then some not so much, but this one seemed to do well. Goodwill wanted $9.99 for these. And they're just kind of a tannish cream color. So we'll see how these do. All right, this was sitting on the top of the bin, so I don't know if somebody just didn't know what the brand was or what, but this is Ted Baker. Let's see if I can find the size. It's called Ted Baker Endurance, and the size on this is a 42 regular, so it's just a sport coat. And again, Ted Baker doesn't resell for as much as it used to, but this is in excellent condition. It's still Ted Baker. So I'm guessing that this might, it feels like wool too. So let me just check quickly. So this should still do pretty well. Actually, it's 100% wool. So I don't know, maybe somebody didn't know what Ted Baker was, but it was sitting at the top of the bin, and the flap was open, so I could see clearly it was Ted Baker. I didn't even have to look for the tag, but someone decided they were going to leave it, so I picked it up. All right, next we have Talbot's Plus. This is a size 2X, and I just thought this was a really cute kind of boho top. I actually did not find that much Talbot's. I don't think I found one Chico's piece, which is like crazy because you know me. I'm finding a ton of Talbot's or Chico's. I did find quite a bit of J. Jill, and I left it all there just because J. Jill isn't selling for as much as it used to for me, or as often or as quickly. So, and they were pants. I just left them. Anyway, so I thought this was a cute little longer line, kind of fuchsia pink little boho top. And again, with the size, I definitely picked that up. All right, next we have a Tommy Bahama. This is a size large. I'm guessing it is a men's. And I found several. It's like a kind of a lightweight sweatshirt, I would say. This is really soft up here, and then it's more of a sweatshirt around the body. But I found several Tommy Bahama pieces. Problem is the sizes were cut out. So I didn't want to deal with measurements, especially for men's things. And they were all in the same bin. My guess it was the same person, probably the same size, but I just took the one that had the size on it. And Goodwill wanted $9.99 for this. All right, so this is an interesting one. So Buc-ee's. apparently, which is all the rage lately. We're opening one up here in Wisconsin, southeastern Wisconsin. This is a size extra large, and it is a Buc-ee's jacket. And I saw another reseller on YouTube talking about Buc-ee's, and I think they picked up like a quarter zip or something like that. And when I looked this up, the comps on this were around $50 to $60, which I was shocked. I was not expecting that. This is in great condition. I think the inside of it could use a sweater shave because it's kind of pilled on the lining. I don't know how much that matters, but I will do a sweater shave on the lining. Otherwise, this is in great condition. But this style, like I said, was selling pretty high, or the comps were fairly high. So let me know what you think of this. Have you ever picked up Buc-ee's, and do you think that this is actually going to do well? I thought I'd try it. Again, that was just sitting at the top of a bin, so I was like, maybe I'm wrong about this, but I'm going to pick it up anyway. All right, these are Eddie Bauer. These are a size 16 tall, and then they're the First Ascent. They're a fleece-lined pant. So again, these activewear pants, especially the fleece-lined ones, usually do pretty well for me. And with the winter coming and maybe people hiking or skiing in the winter, that this might be a nice piece. Usually I find it in gray or black, and I thought this was a really pretty kind of greenish teal color, so something a little different. And Goodwill wanted $7.99 for this. All right, this next one. So again, I told you I was picking up things at the end that I normally would not pick up. Alfred Dunner, which I usually just put it aside. However, I found a full suit in this, and actually the two pieces were in different bins. I happened to see the pants first in one bin. I went over to the next bin. I found the jacket. I'm like, I think this is a set. Sure enough, size 14. And so here are the pants. So they're kind of a tapered pant. It's kind of a pretty like reddish, well, it is red, but almost like a reddish salmon-y color. And then here is the jacket that goes with it. So I'm like, I'm going to look this up. So I looked at some of the comps and the ones up for sale. If you have the whole suit, it sells for decent. Like I can probably get $30 for this. And considering I only paid $1.71 a piece, I think that's still good, but it's in excellent condition. So I thought I would try it. What do you think about this pickup? I'd be interested to see what you think. Goodwill wanted $12.99 for this. I don't know if it was just the jacket or they had the suit together and wanted $12.99 for this, but there's not a tag on the pants. So that may have been the case, but. All right, next we have this New With Tags Loft. Doesn't have the MSRP on it, but it has the tag. This is a size medium. It's just a crew neck sweater, but it has like the puff sleeve. It's ribbed throughout, and then it has a little cute tie at the wrist there. So I thought this was a really cute sweater, and it being New With Tags, I definitely picked this up. And that's one of those pieces that if it doesn't sell, I'd probably keep it for myself at some point. All right, so next we have, the brand is Tulle. This was sold at Anthropologie, I think, a million years ago. And I've sold a few of these jackets. Usually I find them in smaller sizes and then they take forever to sell, but this is a size extra large. And this is actually a wool blend, kind of olive green, little pea coat here. So it's a bit of a lint roll, but it looks like somebody maybe considered this and left it because it was just kind of laying on the top of a pile. I don't know if you shop at the bins, and I think what people do, at least I know I do it, I might find something that I do not want, but I leave it for display on the top of the pile for someone else. So for example, I found a couple of sweatshirts, and now I don't remember what they were. But I thought probably maybe the Depop people would want something like this, even though I'm selling on Depop. I just wasn't sure. I didn't feel like looking up comps. Just wasn't my thing to like sell normally. So I left it at the top of the bin. Maybe someone else would have wanted it. I don't know. Anyway, Goodwill wanted $14.99 for this. So. And then next we have another Banana Republic. This is called the Ultra Soft Waffle, kind of a sweatshirt, size large. Again, this is a men's. And like I said, Banana Republic in these kinds of shirts are the polo shirts that are like they're extra soft or 100% cotton, usually sell pretty well. So I went and picked this up. Goodwill wanted $6.99 for this. So the Banana Republic for men, the more casual things do better for me. I purchased like Banana Republic wool blend, kind of trouser pants, dress pants, those sit. But if I get something like that, it usually sells pretty well. All right, this is a Talbot's Petites. This is a 1X though, so a women's, Talbot's women's Petites sweater, and this is 100% linen. So it's kind of an open knit sweater. It's got the 3/4 sleeves, V-neck, and mostly I picked it up for the size and the fact that it was linen. And it's Talbot's. All right, I got another Talbot's. So maybe I was lying, I didn't get that much Talbot's, but all right. These are Talbot's Petites, actually. These are a size, oh shoot. Oh, please tell me there's the size. You know, I know it says stretch. Oh, shoot. These don't have the size. Sometimes I think I see the size and then I don't. I'll have to measure these, or maybe it's on a different tag, but I'm not going to spend your time looking. But I just thought these were adorable. They're a floral kind of wide leg pant. Again, if somebody's going on vacation in the spring, this might be a great pant to wear or something for the summer. It's got to be here somewhere. I'll find it. Either that or I'll just have to list by the measurements, which I hate doing. But all right, next we have this Vince jacket. And I'm trying to see if there's anything fabric-wise. No, nothing earth-shattering here. This is an extra small. And someone must have had to do some kind of authentication on that, or maybe that's because usually that's what that means. But this is just a nice little jacket. It's quilted on the inside and then just zippers up the front. And well, it's a hidden zipper up the front and it has that snap overlay panel. So Vince is an okay brand. It obviously sells for a lot higher than it resales for, but I thought a jacket, definitely I would pick that up, and it's in excellent condition. It's a great jacket for right now, the fall or the spring. All right, here we have Ann Taylor. I mostly picked this up because it's a size 12, so it's a really pretty floral pencil skirt. And I thought this was kind of versatile. You could wear this in the fall, you could wear this in the summer, the spring, just because of the darker colors, but also the lighter colors. So it's got a zip in the back and then just a little venting slit down here. So Goodwill wanted $9.99 for this, probably because it's Ann Taylor. And then next we have White House Black Market. This is a size 6. It's a little older style, I can tell by the tag, but these blazers from White House Black Market usually still sell pretty well for me. There's a double button closure, and then it has 3 buttons on the sleeves here and a little bit of a peplum hem. So again, I picked this up because they still sell well for me, and Goodwill wanted $13.99 for this. All right, I got quite a few dresses too. So heading into the dresses, and whenever I get a lot of dresses, I feel a little overwhelmed because I use a dress form, and getting the dresses on and off the dress form to photograph, it's a whole thing for me. But usually I try to do those first. And with the number I have, I'll probably just one day do the dresses and then leave the rest for another time. All right, this was more of a style pickup. It is Cynthia Rowley. It's a size medium. And made sure it wasn't missing the belt loop or the belt, because there are no belt loops here. So I just thought this was a really adorable maxi dress in a floral print. It has the tiered hemline here, definitely all the boho vibes. It has a collared neckline with a V-neck that buttons just to the waistline. So I thought this was a really pretty dress, and Goodwill wanted $5.89 for this. All right, next we have this brand again, Ruli, which I picked up last time, which I said I'd never heard of, but I found it again. This is a size small, but it's a maxi dress and just a really kind of casual, comfortable, I would say more like an athleisure dress. Has the faux wrap at the front with the V neckline, and then it has a tie there, elastic waist, and I don't know, short sleeve. I just thought this was a really pretty color too, so I picked this up. Next, I have the brand Current Air. This is a size large. I believe this used to be sold at Anthropologie, or maybe still is sold there. Again, this is a midi. I would say this is a midi dress, but just a really, again, kind of pretty boho dress. It has a smocking at the shoulders. It's got the tie here at the neckline, some ruching at the waist, and then just a really flowy skirt, kind of that blush pink color. So it doesn't resale for, I think, as much as it used to, but it's still a really nice brand. And I think this is a pretty dress. So, all right, next we have a J. Crew. This is a size 6 tall. And this is like a drop waist tweed dress with obviously sleeveless. And then it has the pleated skirt. What did I say? Yeah, size 6 tall, has the zipper down the back. So J. Crew always sells pretty well for me. And I was surprised I didn't find a whole lot of J. Crew this time. I found, I think, a really nice jacket, but it was so worn. It was wool. It might even seem like somebody tried to wash it. So I just didn't even deal with that. But I was bummed because that was probably a really nice piece when it was new. All right, this was a new to me brand. This is new with tags. This is Coco and Mason. I don't know if you've ever heard of that before. Let me know. There's the tag there. This is a size small, and it doesn't have the MSRP on here. It just has the tag. And I looked this up, and this is actually a really nice brand with really nice comps. So it's got just kind of a sheath dress. It has the color blocking, so it's navy blue, and then just kind of a little light pink on the side there. Has a zipper in the back, defined waist. So for things like this, obviously I'll try to find the style name as much as possible. And Goodwill wanted $9.99 for this. All right, next I found Garnet Hill. This is a size 2. This is a linen dress. So short sleeve, it's kind of the crew neck sweater. It's got a little bit of a drop waist, I would say here. It's got a seam right there, if you can see that. And then it's just a striped kind of grayish black and cream color. So Goodwill wanted $6.99 for this, which I'm surprised. Maybe they don't know what Garnet Hill is. But I definitely picked this up. All right, next we have Trina Turk, which is a pretty pricey retail brand, but doesn't resell for as much. This is a size 10. And part of the reason why I got this is because I just think it's a really pretty little black dress. So this is kind of timeless. It has the little stripes that are, I don't think they're real leather. Let me see if I can find the tag. Probably faux leather. Yeah. So there's just faux leather kind of detail on there. It has a back zip closure. And I thought this was just, I mean, the brand, I can ask a little bit more for it because of the brand, but it's still more like a style pickup, just a pretty little black dress. All right, next we have Z Supply, which I think is a boutique-y brand. I also believe, I thought this sold at Anthropologie at one time, but I'm not sure. But this brand still sells pretty well for me. There's kind of a cult following for Z Supply, I think. It's just a ribbed, side ruched little casual dress, sleeveless, kind of a tank dress. Did I say the size? Size medium. Goodwill wanted $9.99 for this, so that's kind of surprising. But I think this will sell maybe, I don't know, $20-ish, but thought it was cute. All right, next we have, this is Scott McClintock, I believe. It's a size 10, so it's a really pretty like special occasion dress. So I thought maybe for parties coming up in the winter, holiday parties, it has a strappy crisscross back to it. It has a side zip closure, and if you can see, it's like a metallic blue. So there's a little bit of a, I would say, geometric design in here, almost like a diamond pattern, but this is definitely a maxi length. And again, I just thought with some parties coming up for the holidays, this might be a really nice dress for someone. Goodwill wanted $6.99 for that. So they wanted $6.99 for Scott McClintock, but they wanted $9.99 for Z Supply. That might be vintage too. I'll have to look that up. All right, next we have Zara. This is a size small, but this is linen. A midi dress in a pretty olive green color. It has the roll tab sleeve, so kind of a utility style or almost military style looking. It has a V-neck with a little button here, hidden button. Oh, and it's got hidden buttons all the way down the front as well. So again, I mainly picked this up because it was linen more than it being a Zara. And the next we have this Calvin Klein dress, which I picked up, then I put back, and then I picked up again, mainly because I looked it over really good, and it's in excellent condition. It is like a lace eyelet overlay dress. It is a size 12, so the size was good too, and it has a back zipper closure. Now I still, let's see, probably a midi length. So I sell quite a few Calvin Klein dresses if I can find the right style. And I thought this is probably not going to sell right now, but come summer, this is a perfect dress to wear to like a summer party or even, well, I wouldn't say a wedding because it's white. You're not supposed to wear white, right, to weddings, but maybe a little cocktail party in the summer or to wear on vacation to the beach or at a beach vacation. So I picked that up. All right, I think this was also a new to me brand. This is, or maybe I heard of it and I wasn't sure if it was good or not. Oh yeah, Saints and Secrets. So this is a size small, and it is just like a satin mini dress that has an open back and a little zipper down here. Now it has a couple little, I won't even say pulls, but I think I can shave off. There's a couple little loose threads on there. But with the comps that this had, I thought I would give it a shot. This is a pretty green color, so even for the holidays like a holiday party, this might be perfect. Goodwill wanted $4.99 for this, and this retails pretty high. So they clearly did not know what the brand was. All right, I am almost done. So if you are still with me, consider giving this video a thumbs up. And if this is content that you like, consider subscribing to my channel if you have not already. I'd really appreciate it. All right, next we have the brand Hutch, which again is a pretty pricey brand retail. This is a size extra large, and it's a striped like side cutout dress. So I'm glad I have a dress form because I don't know how else I would photograph this. It has a tie in the front, and then looks like it comes maybe just below the knee. So at first I looked at this, I'm like, I thought this was Hatch, which is a maternity brand, but this is Hutch, which is also a pretty expensive brand, and it resells, as far as I know, pretty well. I did look up some quick comps on dresses, and it seemed to still be doing pretty well. So back zipper closure. Next, I have another White House Black Market. This is a size 8. And again, I thought this was just an adorable little black dress, kind of a boho style, has a diamond panel there, that sheer on the sleeves, a little bit of a puff, not a puff sleeve, but balloon sleeve, has a V-neck design with some pleating here, if you can see that. And then elastic at the waist and just a nice little, fits about the knee. So Goodwill wanted $6.99 for this. Did I say this was a size 8? All right, next we have the brand Taylor, which is, I think, retails for a decent amount, doesn't resell for a whole lot. I think it used to resell a lot better, but I bought this because it's 100% silk. It is a size 12 and has this gorgeous kind of floral watercolor pattern to it. So just a shift dress with the exposed back zipper closure. And this is in really good condition. I had to check kind of the armpits there. They're fine. So I picked that up more as a style pickup than a brand. And next we have Ann Taylor Petites. This is a size 4. And this is clearly, this might be vintage because that is an old tag for sure. But it's 100% silk, and silk does not go out of style. So I thought this was a great little silk dress that you could wear for work, maybe throw a blazer over it. You could wear a cardigan over it. You could just wear it alone. This is a great, again, summer dress for like a cocktail party or a wedding. And Goodwill only wanted $6.99 for this. So, and last but not least, we have THML, which I have been finding, picking up and selling lately. So I thought I would give this a try. This is a really pretty floral wrap dress. It has the cap sleeve, kind of ruffled sleeve there, the V-neck, and then it is clearly a mini dress. So this is a size small, and Goodwill wanted $4.99 for this. So I thought this was a really nice pickup, something not for now, but for the summer for sure. All right, then that is my haul for today. Thank you so much for sticking with me if you are still here. This clearly was a better bins haul than my last one. And if you know my strategy, I try to pick up 1 or 2 pieces that will pay for the entire haul. I think I didn't tell you the total cost of this haul was $93.86. So I'm thinking I definitely have a couple pieces here. I have the Ted Baker blazer. I've got that Banana Republic cashmere and wool jacket. Just a few other things. I don't know. I'm curious to see how that Buc-ee's jacket is going to do. Again, if you know about that or sold that before or think that that might have been a good pickup, maybe not, let me know. I'm not sure what my next video is going to be. I'm guessing it might be a 90-day update because I think I have one in the queue. I just haven't filmed it yet. But thank you so much for joining me today. I greatly appreciate it. And I will see you in the next one. Have a great rest of your day.